Can less be more? Or in other words, can a minimalist training approach really work? Well, first of all, let's define minimalism. Generally speaking, minimalism refers to sticking to a bare minimum or just keeping it simple. In fitness, this can mean training with minimal equipment, training with a minimal amount of space, or training with minimal time investment. Each category can be beneficial for your individual needs, and of course, you can also build a routine that covers all three. To find out how this approach can actually work, let us take a look at all categories in detail, starting with minimal equipment. Of course, it's debatable what minimal equipment actually means, but I think we can all agree that we're talking about a few or no workout tools at all. So a fully equipped gym is out of the question. There are different options to get a workout done with little or no equipment, but it's still important to get all body parts covered. So you need exercises that cover your upper and lower body, as well as your anterior and posterior muscle chain. Option 1. Rings. Rings are the best tool for the upper body, period. No other piece of equipment offers the same usability in combination with utility. Rings are great because they allow your joints to move freely and don't force them into certain positions. Rings are also very handy and cheap. Just put them into your backpack and train outside. You can fix them on beams, trees, and any other stable object you can find out there. The only downside is that the additional stability component makes supporting exercises way harder. So we recommend learning these movements on rigid bars or the ground first before trying them on rings. When it comes to leg training, rings are not that good when compared to the upper body, but there are still some ways to support or vary your bodyweight leg training a bit. Option 2. Door frame pull-up bar and/or high parallettes. With a combination of these tools, you have nearly no limitations when it comes to upper body calisthenics training because you can choose from a wide variety of push, pull, and core exercises. Of course, you could also stick to just one of these tools, but make sure you're aware of their limitations. For some exercises, you need a pull-up bar and others are only doable on high parallettes. Option 3. Bodyweight exercises in combination with a resistance band. This combination is pretty good because the band allows you to hit muscles like the biceps and lats easily. Without the band, you would need at least some tools like a pull-up bar, high parallettes, chairs, or a table to hit these muscles effectively. Besides that, the band is also great to make some basic bodyweight exercises a bit harder, like when using it for lunges, squats, or push-ups. Option 4. Body weight only. This is the easiest and most minimalist option. If you stick to bodyweight exercises without any kind of equipment, you don't need to invest any money and you can train anywhere. Most push, core and leg exercises can be done on the ground or with a little help of your furniture. If you got some stable chairs or a table, it's even possible to do pull and biceps exercises like rows, straight arm pull movements, or bodyweight biceps curls. If you're looking for a minimalist training program like that, check our home workout online course on calimove.com. Each session of the program can be done in less than 1 hour and comes with follow-along videos and downloadable audio files. Of course, we also offer other programs as well, like mobility, complete calisthenics, or body transformation. Okay, next we are taking a look at training with a minimal amount of space. When you're about to exercise but you're confined to a small space, it's time to get creative. The good news is that you can do many bodyweight exercises in a very small space. This includes any little room, no matter if it's in your apartment, a hotel, or even in a prison cell. Like mentioned before, you can also use a band to hit your biceps, lats and back, because many of these exercises also require only little space. Okay, last we have to talk about training with minimal time investment. This approach is very interesting for people that have a tight schedule and only little time due to their daily life responsibilities. It's also very good for people that don't really enjoy working out, but still want to get or maintain fit and do something for their health. To be as time efficient as possible, you should stick to a full body training approach. This means you start every workout with a 5-minute warm-up that also includes mobility exercises, followed by 1 pull, 1 push and 1 leg exercise done for 3 sets each. You can do this workout as a circuit or with strict sets. Of course, it's also possible to switch the exercises from time to time so that you don't get bored with the same workout over months. The only important point is that you stick to the pull, push and leg exercises and always choose compound movements. Unlike isolation exercises that target a single muscle group at a time and involve only one joint into the movement, compound exercises involve several joints and activate multiple muscle groups simultaneously, allowing you to do more work in less time. Of course, there are no real isolation movements when it comes to calisthenics, because you always move multiple muscles or joints to stabilize your body. However, there are still some differences that you should consider. For example, it's okay to choose compound movements that focus on a specific muscle as long as the others are still involved. On the flip side, it would not be okay if you choose an exercise that heavily focuses on one specific muscle while excluding the other ones. To keep the workouts below 45 or even 30 minutes, it's important to work with short breaks between the sets and exercises. This can only work if you stick to a medium to high rep range, because training for max strength in a low rep range requires longer rest periods. Okay, now you know the exercises, methods, rest times and rep ranges. But how often do you have to train to see decent results? Well, even just 1 training per week can improve your fitness and health. Of course, it would be better to train 2 or 3 times a week, but if you have no time, once a week is way better than doing nothing at all. If you stick to 1 or 2 training sessions per week, you can really push yourself harder than usual, because you have enough time to properly recover between the sessions. So most sets should be taken all the way to failure while still executing the exercises as perfectly as possible. Alright guys, now let's sum up all the pros and cons of a minimalist training so that you can see if it can work for you or not. A minimalist training approach is not about total optimization and adjusting every aspect of your life to maximize your performance. It's more about getting your workouts done, even if you have some limitations in your daily life, like little time, no access to a wide variety of equipment, or limited space. It's the best bang for the buck with its focus on keeping things simple, but there will always be room for improvements. Sure, you can reach great things with minimalist training, but for some goals you have to sacrifice more of your time or make some investments. If you have some of these specific goals, like building a lot of muscle or learn impressive calisthenic moves, you should join our online courses on calimove.com. Of course, we also offer minimalistic training programs that require no equipment and are very time efficient. Just pick the right one for your individual needs and start improving today.